and for my broadcasting club video, I decided to rate some of my favorite childhood movies that I love so much, and I thought it was a really good idea because I could sit and watch movies for hours. Like, I'm such a movie girl and musical girl, so yeah, I have 6 movies in front of me. And this is just my personal opinion. Everyone watches their own movies and has their own opinion. This is my personal opinion, but yeah, let's get started with the first movie.
You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. To find he is a wizard of Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does.
So for the first movie I have is The Wizard of Oz. I love this movie. It's still one of my favorites to this day. I was Dorothy in 2014 for Halloween, and there was like a Halloween like parade competition thing that they stopped doing because of like COVID. It was pretty much like where there would be certain kids that would like certain age limits and groups, and they would like walk around the whole like rec center that's like right down the street from me, and then the judges will like pick like certain kids that really stood out to them, and then they would pick the winners. And I was like 3rd place, so that was really cool. Colin was a Minecraft zombie. My dad pixelated like big chunks of foam for so long, and it actually looked really good in the end. But I rate this a good 9 out of 10. Just because like some parts are kind of far-fetched, but it is a really good movie, so I really like this one.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us. Static 3 day, we get drinks. Static says we get drinks. It's the hard knock life.
For my next movie, staying in the musical spirit, I have Annie. I really love this movie because Annie was such a happy little kid with such a dark like story behind her since her parents left her or they died. No one really knows. But Daddy Warbucks was such a great father to her. I really like this one. I rate this 10 out of 10. It's really funny, has some really good parts in it. It can be dramatic, it can be happy, it can be musical. Like, it's all of those things, and the ending is really good. But if you haven't seen this, I totally recommend. So yeah, 10 out of 10.
Time for Woody's Roundup. He's the very best. He's the rootin'est, tootin'est cowboy in the Wild, Wild West.
Next movie is Toy Story 2. I have all 3 of them. Not the 4th one because that's like the newest one. But I do have all of those ones. And let me tell you, me and my brother, if we weren't at preschool, we were at home watching these movies with my dad. Like, we loved Toy Story. And I always thought I was Jessie because I had red hair and I was obsessed with this movie. I had more red hair since it was like super like thin and soft when I was little, but this is a 10 out of 10 recommend. It's a great family movie. Again, it has some sad parts, it has really happy parts, but in the end, it's just always has a good lesson and it's super happy. And yeah, it's a great movie for kids and I really recommend. For my next movie, I have The Greatest Showman. I love this movie because, again, I'm a musical girl, and this came out in 2017, I think, and I just watched it. I remember seeing like commercials for it. I was like, Mom, we need to see this. And I just was obsessed with it since then. Like, I didn't even see it, and I already knew I was in love with it because it was about like a circus and like theater, and I was like right up my alley. So I was super happy when we got to see this, and I kept singing the songs like since the day we saw it, and I still really love this. I can watch it like for a whole week and I would never get sick of it. So really good movie. It teaches you to love yourself, and I think that's a really good thing for a kid to learn at such a young age. But really good movie to follow your dreams, okay? Also, Lucy's in this clip, so hello Lucy if you're watching this. We sang This Is Me from this movie like a few years ago in the talent show, and I think we were really good at it. I think it was a really good performance. We should have gotten roses thrown at us, like, woo. Sorry, I'm embarrassing you. But I really love this movie. It's really good. And I totally recommend it.
Under the sea, under the sea. When the sun begin to begin, it's music to me. What do they got? A lot of sand. We got a hot crustacean band. Each little cloud here know how to jam there under the sea.
And for the next movie, we have The Little Mermaid. I love this movie. Again, I thought I was Ariel. I don't know why. My zodiac sign is a fish, so I always thought I was Ariel because I had red hair and I was a fish, but I don't think so. I also love swimming. I always think my hair, when it was longer, I always thought I looked like a mermaid. But, love this movie. It's a musical, and, well, obviously, I think every movie has some songs in it, but, like, this one, they sing it, and it's really good. I can love this movie in a live action, in a cartoon, as a musical, like, an actual, like, stage musical, but I love, love, love this, and I totally recommend, if you haven't seen it. Wait, did I not read this? I rate this 10 out of 10. This I rate 9 out of 10 because there were some parts with Ursula because she's evil and it freaked me out as a kid. So, but I think it's a really good movie to watch, and yeah, I think Ariel taught me that everything that I own has some sort of meaning to it because I can't keep things away. I'll be like, no, this is when I did this, and I can't get rid of it because it has emotional attachment to me. So I kind of have a problem. Blame it on Ariel. Blame it on her, not me.
From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh ha ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh ha ha!
Enough of the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, bop.
And anyway, for my last movie, I have Finding Nemo. I think this was one of the first movies I ever saw in theaters, or like one of the first movies I ever saw. But I really love this movie. It's really funny and really like good-hearted and has really good points in it, and it's a really good movie and I really like it. For Finding Nemo, this is a Walt Disney and Pixar. I already just gonna say this, I rate this 10 out of 10. Love this movie. I also love the Finding Dory one. That one's really funny. But if you haven't seen it, which you probably have, but if you know anyone that hasn't seen it, again with like all these, recommend them because I'm obsessed with them. But again, everyone has their own opinion, so like if you don't like it, I won't judge you. But I really love this movie, and I think this turtle scene with all the turtles is really funny. But yeah, I ranked it. I think I already ranked it right. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I did. Those were all the movies I rated for you. If you haven't seen any of these movies, I totally recommend you watching them because they're some of my favorites, and I totally think you should watch them if you haven't already. And if you already have, watch them again. Really hope you enjoyed my presentation on all of these. Yeah. Bye.